Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uju and today we're making chicken and goat meat stew. So let's dive into the video. For the stew base, I'm using fresh tomatoes, fresh paprika, Scotch bonnet pepper, ginger, garlic and onion. If you are looking for that sweet taste in your stew, just use lots of onion. In this video, I'm still going to be sharing more secrets on how to achieve a perfect stew. So I will set this on my cooker, cover it and allow it to boil until it is well drained before blending it. This method does two things for me. Number one, it saves a lot of time for me, and number two, I love the taste it gives to my stew. Okay, so after blending into a smooth puree, I'm going to set it aside. I'm using chicken and goat meat for this stew. I will add the blended onion, ginger and garlic I blended off camera. I'm going to add it to the meat. I will season with curry powder, thyme, all-purpose seasoning, salt, pepper, blended pepper and seasoning cube. Then I will stir for everything to come together and marry each other. Let them discuss on how they are going to make my stew delicious. Okay, then I will cover and allow to cook for about 15 minutes without adding water. If this is your first time on my channel, I am thanking you specially for clicking to watch my video. Please don't forget to click on the like button, subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you get to know anytime I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always watching my video. I love you. After taking out the meat, I'm going to set it aside and then I'm going to sieve out my meat stock because I don't want those particles in my stew. I only want the water, so I'll go ahead and just sieve it and then I'm going to set it aside. Next, I'm going to fry my chicken in a heated oil. I added onion for extra flavor. If you want to be extra like me, you can do this, but if you don't want, you can just fry your chicken. As far as it's well seasoned, you don't have any problem. I fried until it is golden brown. Okay, you can fry as long as you want, but I don't want a very dry chicken. I want a tender loving chicken that is very juicy. Okay, so after that, I'm going to set it aside and dive into the main stew making. In another pot, I use the same oil I use in frying my meat. I'll pour it in another pot and then I'll add my chopped onion. I'm going to fry this onion for about 2 minutes just for it to infuse into the oil. 2 minutes later, the onion has become fragrant and then I'm going to pour in my blended pepper mix. At this point, you just have to reduce your gas into a very low heat just for you to get that good result you are looking for. Mine was splashing the whole place. It just wants to give me a lot of work after making this stew, so I just have to change the pot to another one. Okay, always fry on a low heat each time you are making stew because that's the secret of a sweet stew. You also have to stir from time to time so it doesn't burn. Stew takes a lot of patience. In fact, stew is like marriage. You know, in marriage your patience is actually needed. That is how stew is. You have to marry your stew. You don't leave it and go anywhere you want to go just because you think nothing will happen to it. Fry on a low heat and make sure you don't leave it and go to any other place. Okay, and always come from time to time to check on it so that it doesn't burn. I fry my stew for as long as 30 minutes to make sure I don't get that bitter taste again. 30 minutes later, look at what we have. The oil has separated and is floating on top. That is when you know your stew is ready. I'll then add my meat. I added my chicken first because I didn't fry my goat meat. You know, goat meat is usually very soft, so I don't want to add it first so that it doesn't get soggy. And I don't like it fried. I either like it cooked or roasted. So in this one, I actually cooked it only, so I didn't fry it. After adding it into the stew, I'm going to stir it around. Make sure everything comes together and give it that beautiful flavor. Then I'm going to cover it and allow it simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes before coming back to season it. Because I don't want my stew to burn, I always stir it around before adding any other thing I want to add. Okay, so I'm going to season with curry powder, thyme, all-purpose seasoning. In this time, you just have to add anything you want to add into your stew, seasoning with anything because I don't like too much seasoning. I just add a little bit of seasoning, My Maggi cube is the last that went in, and after that I'm going to stir it around. After stirring it, I'm going to, we reserved our meat stock for this time, so I'm going to add the meat stock. This is the only liquid I'm adding to the stew, so you can imagine how the stew will taste. After the meat stock, I tested it and found out that I needed a little bit of salt, so I just adjusted with just a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to stir it around for everything to come together and marry each other as usual. Guys, you need to come closer to this kitchen. The aroma coming out from here was excellent. And then I'm going to cover it, come back after 2 minutes and stir on it again. Guys, this is nose blinding. You need to come close to my kitchen. This is wonderful. Oh, I wish I can share this with all of you, my people. Okay, I'm going to cover it again. Allow it to cook for just 5 minutes, and guys, this is what we have. Not just the beauty, it was so sweet. You need to come taste it with me. Okay, make sure you try this recipe, and thank you for watching my video. Thank you, and God bless you. Bye.